All right, everybody, welcome to Fruitland. This is an official GSL map from when StarCraft was a little bit special. Down here in the bottom left side, we have Scarlett playing Terran, and she is, of course, up against someone who's playing the Holdout challenge in the top right. This is Theo. So there's lemons and watermelon slices on your gas geysers. We got strawberries and, what is that, an apple, maybe? Probably an apple. Could be a cherry, maybe? I'm not sure. We've got watermelons down here in the water. More watermelons, more strawberries. We've got some lemons there. Good luck, have fun. Big fan. So there's lemons out on the map. I remember there was like lemons you could attack and harvest maybe or something like that. But I don't know if this version has that or if it's just purely scenic fruit around the map. Waterboard me with your watermelon water, fam. Indeed. Oh, look at this lemon waterfall. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, you could have a bit of a lemon party down there, couldn't you? Oh, jeez, I'll stop. Anyways, Theo is a Masters Zerg, and this is our first Masters player actually competing in the Holdout Challenge. Now, so far, we've actually seen the Diamond players, for the most part, do try a bit too hard to play a normal game if they're Diamond or above, rather than just hiding buildings, turtling up, trying to survive. So I think it's just one of these things where, is Theo going to adapt? And because it's a hatch gas pool, it's a very standard opening versus Terran, but Scarlett, I mean, she's going to open with a pretty quick expand, so I think she might look for like a big Hellbat timing or something like that. And, don't Google it! Don't Google it, Twitch chat. Don't Google it, viewers. Don't Google the joke I said. No, if you do, turn safe search and parental restrictions on first, please. On, not off. On. Oh, bananas. There's bananas and grapes over at this base as well. Oh, that's very tasty. You know, there's a part of me that sees this like Civilization, where you see some bananas and stuff, and you're like, ooh, I want to get a city over here in between these two bananas and these two grapes, man. Okay, what do we got over here? It looks like a Reaper's going to come across the map. Going to try and jump up these ledges next to the grapes. And, okay, going to move on in. Try and take down these drones. Queens are on the way, but they're still a little whiles out. Ooh, good gas trick for Theo. Oh, nice Spore trick as well, but good micro on the Reaper. She's taking a lot of damage, though. Oh, she's going to get it. She gets... Oh, no! And she's almost lost the Reaper. Super aggressive, but she finds the damage. Cancels there, coming on in. And she looks for a Zergling. She gets it. She gets a Link kill, 3 tricks. That's good opening damage. It's not going to win her the game by any means, though. Now, Theo has to remember, if you can play a normal game for the start, that's pretty cool. He's going to try and take this third base. I don't know about that. I feel like both thirds are really hard to take, actually. They're really far away. This is a very dated map. I love it. Oh, we got a little grape lake. So you got grape lake, you got watermelon lake. I'm loving it. Watermelon waterfalls as well. That drone there does go into the extractor. Nice micro from Theo so far, but the pressure of playing at Scarlett is very intense. She's already got Hellions coming across. She's microing her heart out with that Reaper, seeing what she can do. And, oh my god. What League of Legends map is this? Well, Scarlett over here is, as I don't know any League of Legends guys, sorry. Don't even know the names of the heroes. Queen's gonna come over, but the Hellion Reaper, more than a match for one Queen. Oh, she's too far off creep. She's been in the wrong neighborhood. Zerglings, help, help, help Zerglings. The Zerglings are like, F that noise. We're gonna go across the map and try to find some SCV. Scarlett, though, has her Hellions there, and the Zerglings will try and turn and fight. Red Hit Point, the Hellion definitely could die to just a single Zergling hit, but good micro by Scarlett so far. Does lose one Hellion, but still the third base only now going down for Theo. Theo going for the lair. Fusion core on the way. Battle Cruiser. Scarlett wants to bruise some cattle. She wants to tenderize that Zerg meat before she flies in there this game. She's waiting for 400 minerals. Immediately cues it. And she's supply blocked! She did a pig! She starts the Battle Cruiser into a supply block. Scarlett going full noob mode. Oh no. Oh, this... I mean, I actually really like the choice of build. With how much damage she's done, already killing a queen and doing so much, there's only 3 queens out. Below GM, a lot of Zergs don't build enough queens in this matchup, so they really struggle versus Battle Cruisers. Ling run by, though, gets a fair bit of damage. 5, 6 SCVs, 7 SCVs! Wow, Scarlett takes a big bruising there. Problem is, Baneling Nest and Zerglings, 3 queens. This is not going to deal with the Battle Cruiser. one big, this is that when you see the chef in the kitchen with that little metal hammer just smashing the meat down really flat. They're like, that's exactly what Scarlett's battlecruiser is. She's pulling that hammer out and she's getting ready to beat this Zerg until he falls apart. Especially, you can't lose a queen, Theo. If Theo loses another queen, Theo's screwed. Ooh. Ow, wow, 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 wow. Uh-oh, and the queen's already taking so much damage. Scarlett knows she can kill that high energy queen. It's probably game over. Oh, she's doing so much with the Hellions. I mean, this is it. When you play against those super high level Terrans, oh, it's just brutal. And the first battlecruiser's out. It's out. It's out. It's teleporting. Both queens die. There's only 3 queens. No spores. Theo trying to drop spores down. But Theo, like I said, trying to play like a tryhard. Is it going to work out? Hell, that PC timing is so hard to stop. And look at this damage. Now, the one problem Scarlett has is it's going to take a while to finish the buildings. Sure, you're going to effectively, you've basically won the game at this point, but will you actually be able to kill the buildings? You don't have that many units that do damage. She's building more factories right now. I mean, she'll finish this probably before 9 minutes, I would say, but still, spores here buying time. More queens, more zerglings on the way. Hellbat's Anna Marine over at the 3rd base. I'm surprised she doesn't just pull SCVs at this point for more damage output, to be honest. And the battlecruiser will take on that spore crawler in the main. 2nd battlecruiser's almost here. That will add a lot of damage as it looks like a Hellion gets surrounded. Nice moves by Theo. Goes for the rally. Gets a Hellion. Gets a 2nd one. Is going to get a 3rd one. Ooh, very nice plays by Theo. Finding the weak spots. The battlecruiser did kill the spore crawler. Yet another Hellion goes down. Ooh. This is all buying time for Theo. Our first Masters League player has surpassed most of the other people's times. But are they going to beat that #1 diamond time of 9 minutes 40? Or are we going to see once again that there is a sliding scale where gold and platinum are the strongest leagues, and then it gets worse in diamond, and then masters are worse? Because these masters players, they always think they can play straight up, and they don't hide buildings early enough. It's like, I'm going to hide the drones only now. It's not even hiding them, just go into mine. You got to be hiding some extractors. Does get one there. Oh, actually, there is one drone up there hiding next to, what is that fruit? Anybody tell me, is that a green lemon? Is it a lime? They don't look like a lime. That's a scary looking fruit. I would not eat that. I would not put that in my mouth. A pear? It doesn't look like the right shape for a pear. That looks like it gives you radioactive problems. I'm just saying, if I ate one of those, I don't want to see my bowel movement the next day. You know what I'm talking about? It's a green coconut. Why is it fluorescent? Why is the coconut fluorescent? Why is it not hairy? That scares the shit out of me, man. Hatchery going up in the map. The extractor in the bottom right did get cleaned up. And, ooh, okay, here we go. Cyclone Hellion, Hellbat coming in. The Reaper as well. Whoa! Theo cancels the hatch at the last second to try and build something, but it's the last structure, so is defeated. What was that, 8:15? Something like 8:12? Not a bad time. Not bad. But 2 diamond players beat that. So Theo there, doing what we expected, being worse than the league below them. GG, well played though. Alright guys, Holdout Challenge, Diamond Terran Mako, seeing how long they can survive up against Scarlett. That's right, we're going into Old Arena. This is a rush map from early Legacy of the Void. Mako, our Diamond Terran in the top, Scarlett playing Protoss, representing Shopify Rebellion in the bottom left. Now this is a rush map. Look at how quick you can get across to your opponent's base, that's crazy. But it's across a narrow bridge. A single depot or pylon will completely wall that off. So for those who don't know, oh, I didn't think about this. Mako could, chat's pointed out Mako. Guys, we have a rule. Terran players, if you have lifted buildings, they don't count. You can be eliminated. But Mako could lift a command center, float it to the island, and then when it's landed, it does count as a building. But does Mako know about the island gold base that's in between them? Maybe, maybe not. Either way, like I said, you can wall this off with a single depot, a single pylon. I think Mako wants to wall it off. Maybe not for now. Just going for a barracks. She's going to try and hang on. She's going to come in and start probe harassing. She wants to find some damage early and see what he can do. For those who don't know, there was a point on this map, because 12 pool was so good on it, I think it might have been TLO, who was the first one who realized if you saw a 12 pool coming with your Overlord, you could run a drone down and you could block it with a hatchery. So TLO would come down and build a hatchery, and only like 3 or 4 Zerglings could attack it at a time. And then you'd just cancel it when it's about to die, and it would buy you enough time to get your spawning pool and zerglings off at home. Super, super hilarious to see. So this map has seen some ridiculous strategies over the years. And what's funny is if it goes to a macro game, all your expansions are to the right side of the map. And it's actually a very big, very wide map. And you can't really push through here with armies. So you end up with this big stretched out macro game if it goes over to the right side of the map, right? You actually end up with this giant, giant map, which is super cool. Now, Mako's going to play a 1-base 3 racks. That is a pretty unkillable build if you can handle the first Zealot. And that is a big if. The probe there lures this SCV down. The SCV says, taste my drill. The Zealot and the probe, of course, say, how about a bit of some side blades and a bit of a laser to the face? Bit of an interesting wall off here for Mako. Rally points on the outside. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Ooh, okay, that SCV luckily does move there, but no! Marine, what are you doing? Mako in full panic mode right now. Oh my god. Ah, bit of Marine sushi there as Bob the Marine pops out. He had dreams and aspirations, but it looks like now we see the rally point panickedly? It's a panicked rally that was queued back to his other barracks. I know how to speak English good. I'm a professional caster. Stargate's there as well, double gas, so she's going to be going Void Rays behind the Zealot Stalker pressure. Why? Why do your Marines keep coming out to the outside? Mako, no! You let the Zealot in! Oh, the Zealot's like, oh, you made a mistake, you little shits. The Zealot does get surrounded though. The SCVs say, taste my drill. But there's no bunker up! And the Stalker's here, Mako. Oh no, the early Zealot Stalker, Mako. I really thought Mako could get 7 or 8 minutes here with the 1-base bio, but just not building a bunker. This is crazy, guys. This is like our 10th game today, 8th game, and not a single person has managed to just build a cannon, a bunker, or a spine on top of their ramp. And I'm amazed. I'm like, no one has managed to defend the first few units. She has always broken her opponent with the first couple of units. And it's continuing. Can't get the bunker up. The Marines are getting killed. He's trying to kill the Stalker. Every single... What's gone down? A Zealot for 4 SCVs and 7 Marines. And now the Void Rays here. Oh my god. Yeah, again. No one is able to defend. I think people are just so starstruck by knowing they're facing Scarlett that they're doing that thing you do when you're nervous, where you're staring at your SCV scout, you're worrying about all these different things, and you're just missing the most important detail, which is a bunker, which once again does not finish. Oh no. People in chat are already saying Protoss. I don't think I'd call this Protoss. I think I'd call this... What do you call it when you beat yourself through being a nervous Nelly? Who's the most nervous person who's kind of famous for being nervous in film or history? Who's like what is it? Is there it's Mako has artosis himself. Oh, that's harsh, Muscat. That's harsh. Some people are saying he Mr. Beaned himself. For those who don't know, Scarlett's Protoss is actually about 6.6, 6.7k normally. It's pretty damn high level. And she is once again going to tear an opponent. She's even... Oh, he's taking a gold. Wait, she's taking a gold. She's the Protoss. Okay, she's taking a gold base for the lulz while she's tearing him apart. He can't get anything out of this base. Remember, floated buildings do not count, is the rule to make it fair between all 3 races. Otherwise, you could just hide command centers in the corner of the maps. And, looks like the command centers and the barracks going down. Scarlett is absolutely smashing and destroying. And right now, she is cleaning out the septic tank that is our Twitch chat. You guys are all like, I'm pretty good. I play in the Diamond League. I could survive 6 or 7 minutes versus Scarlett when I know that's all I've got it to do. But no. It looks like getting past the 6-minute mark is apparently a monumental task for your average Joe, even players in Diamond League. 541. Yet another player dead in under 6 minutes. Scarlett just absolutely rips him apart. She is choosing the easiest tools. So can we just put a note in the spreadsheet for this one, please, Dot? Can we just put in inevitable, GM, and just put in a note that Scarlett picked the easier tools. So this one should also be weighted heavily. So Scarlett picked the easier tools. All right, no worries. Thank you, Dot. We're just making sure that we weight everything fairly. So we're going to multiply Inevitable's time by 2 in this Holdout challenge. So guys, we've got the Holdout challenge. It is the final one to finish multiple hours of this player trying to kill people as quickly as possible. The longest anyone survived so far is a diamond player by the name of Meese, who I've been calling Meeseeks, who made 9 minutes 32. This is, of course, Scarlett. She's picked the easy tools. She's playing Protoss here. She's up against the Terran in the top left. Their name is Inevitable, and they are the first Grand Master that she's facing off against in the Holdout Challenge. Now, so far, there's been a Masters, there's been a bunch of Diamonds. We've noticed everyone above Platinum, Diamond Masters players, have all tried to play normal strategies, and they haven't been very good at hiding buildings. They've been bad at defending attacks. They've basically done normal strategies, and they've just been outskilled and outplayed. So we really want to see Inevitable use that GM game knowledge and understanding to actually say, okay, cool, maybe I'll get a normal economic setup, but I'm going to have safety precautions, and I'm going to drag this game past that magic 10-minute mark, which so far not a single player has been able to do. Scarlett coming across the map here with her probe. It's Antigua Shipyard, of course, gold bases in the middle. This is a very old map. It's a 4-player spawn map. She's decided to scout cross-spawn. I think they might have made this map cross-spawn in its latest iteration, so maybe Scarlett remembered that, and that's why she scouted cross-spawn. I can't quite remember. I know some of these maps, they would make it so you could spawn like 2 different areas, not one of them. Sometimes it was cross-spawn only, and that sort of thing. And the probe here going to come forth as well. We've got a Reaper on the way, and a command center on the high ground, so very safe opening for Inevitable. And she's going to recall her probe home. Oh, she goes into the fog, recalls the probe. Let's watch this from Inevitable's camera. Inevitable's going to be like, all right, hunt down the probe, make sure I've seen her build a lot of pylons in people's bases. Oh, where is it? Build a factory. Where the fuck is that probe? Okay, I think he's realized. He's realized he got recalled. Okay, Inevitable's quick. I thought Inevitable might look a little bit more confused there about where that probe went. She's sending another one out. Look at all these site blockers. Old maps used to almost always have a watchtower in the middle that was like ridiculously important to hold. As the years have gone on, StarCraft 2 maps have evolved to watchtowers that normally only on kind of the edges. They're in these like not quite as dominant positions because they give such an advantage otherwise, right? If you control the middle of the map, it's already really good in StarCraft. If you get a watchtower that also gives you massive vision, it's an epic advantage. So they're trying to move away from that now. Scarlett, she's building a proxy pylon in the natural of Inevitable. Inevitable's gonna go, oh, Inevitable's a mech player. Oh, Inevitable's a mech player. I'm pretty sure we're going to see Cyclones here. I think that's what we're seeing. Maybe tanks. Tank is the best safety unit. Cyclone's very good to have one early game because it defends oracles and so on. And Inevitable's looking around with the Reaper checking for proxies or anything like that. It's going to be a 4-gate, guys. She's expanded, but she's not building probes constantly. Notice she had probe downtime there. So she's cutting probes, and she's just going to go for a 4-gate. It's going to be a 4-gate gateway bust. If he gets a tank up here, she can't break him. But if he doesn't have that tank, if he doesn't find that pylon, he could be in big trouble. He sees lots of gateways. Great scout for Inevitable. Inevitable needs to throw a bunker down on that high ground right now. Inevitable, you just scouted it. The story of today has been people scouting very aggressive tells and not doing anything about it. He sees a gateway. He sees a gateway. He's got to get rid of that pylon right now. Now, he will be able to kill that with one lock-on. Lock-on does 400 damage. It takes 14 seconds to kill a pylon. It needs a full lock-on. He will get rid of it, and then he might be able to get rid of that probe. That would be huge. Bunker on the high ground. He's got to pull everything back to the high ground. He's transferring SCVs. That's too greedy right now. You got to get out of there, I think. Inevitable, be careful. You can't lose these units. Inevitable, mate. Get out of there. Oh, no. These Marines are the only units he has. Oh, he gets a Stalker. Okay, that was actually kind of worth there. He will lose his 2 Marines. Oh, I don't know about sieging a tank this far down. His bunker's on the high ground. The tank is there. She could warp in a lot of units. She's already got lots of Stalkers coming over. Remember, he doesn't have a reactor on his barracks. So to be fighting away from a bunker, no SCVs pulled, Viking not landed, he's about to get balked, I think. I think Scarlett's about to balk him. He's looking to beat 9 minutes 32, which was a diamond player. But right now, I don't know, man. It's just not that much safety. The extra tank coming out might seal the deal. Zealots, though, very tanky. Oh, he's trying to wall. He's full walling the natural. There's an opening there, but that's a very small opening. She's trying to come in. There's 2 tanks. Okay, I think with the second tank, I think he's fine. The Cyclone is there as well. Oh, she's going to lose this whole army. Oh my god. She gets a tank, but she loses everything. He holds. He only loses 3 SCVs. And she does overcommit there. I'm surprised she kept going once she saw the tank, but I think because he delayed the bunker and the wall off so long, she kind of felt like, yeah, I can do this. Now, he's building so many bunkers, it's actually kind of silly, but I think he's just in survival mode. He's like, just keep building tanks, build a lib, start making Marines. Maybe overly cautious, having 1, 2, 3, 4 bunkers, but he's going to sell the one on the high ground. Next up, Stargate on the way, and a Robo. Now, wait, Robo Stargate? Wait, what? Blink Robo Stargate? Oh my god, okay, Scarlett is way overthinking this. She is going to go for 3 Phoenix, and she's going to try to pick up all the tanks on the high ground, and pick off units and stuff while her Stalkers blink in. But it just feels unnecessary. I feel like you just get an Observer and just blink in and you don't need the Phoenix. But she's building an Oracle? Oh, she's styling. She's... what? A Fleet Beacon? She's like, yeah, I need Tempest. This guy's going to turtle with siege tanks and bunkers. I need Tempest to pick him off. Oh! Okay, I want to see her build another Stargate here. Build the Tempest forward, you know? Go for that forward siege workshop. That's essentially it. So the only problem with her strategy is her siege workshop is in the back. So she's basically going to make rams and mangonels here to try and push into Inevitable. Sorry, talking about the wrong game. But essentially, that's it. He just wants to turtle here and sit behind tanks and bunkers. So she's going to try and do that. Now, he gets 4 probe kills, gets out of there as well. Second Stargate's on the way for her in the natural. She's going to try and break in with Tempest Siege, but that's going to take a long time to get across this map. I think this is a very good opening for Inevitable. I think her failure to block that Reaper Scout was the big mistake this game. Him seeing it and being able to respond, pumping out those tanks, getting out to the low ground, as well as picking off those early units. Scarlett is in trouble. Her Oracle will come in, but there's 2 Vikings. Inevitable's all over this. Our GM Terran player. Ooh. Okay, she gets an SCV. She's got to leave. Yeah, she takes a lot of damage. Stalker's coming forward. She's got Blink. Third base is up and mining. 2 Stargate Tempest will be heading across the map. Now, they can pick off units from afar. Now, it's Viking, Marine, Tank. The problem is there's no real meat in Scarlett's army, right? Oh, look at that. She blinks Stalkers into the fog. Oh, very cute. She can get rid of Stim. That would be huge. Stim finishes in about 10 seconds, guys. She's going to go for the Vikings first of all. She gets 1. She can 2-shot him. She gets 1, 2 Vikings. Make that 3 Vikings. Fantastic control for Scarlett. Oh, she gets a Marine as well and gets on out of there. Great micro on the Stalkers. She's building 2 Tempests and now Carriers. What? What is she doing? Okay, I think she's having a bit of fun. I think she's saying, you know what? You're turtling. You can have a bit of fun in this final game. Maybe I'll let you survive a little longer, but I'm going to kill you with the flying things. Now, Inevitable's... is he trying to kill her? He's going to do an SCV pull. Oh my god, he actually realizes, like, she's actually going Tempest right now. I'm going to just do a big push. And if I have enough Marines to kill your Tempest and your Carriers, and I can get tanks and SCVs, but like, this could absolutely kill. This is actually a wild move, though, because the problem is that could also throw the game. I mean, if you just turtle with turrets, you win. But once again, remember, guys, Platinum and Gold players understand that they just need to turtle, survive high buildings. When you get to Diamond and above, players have too much ego. They're what we call virgin tryhards. No friends Nigels. They're the people where... oh, no, he runs into the stasis traps, but we'll continue those analogies further in the future. Basically, he wants the win. He wants to beat Scarlett, but those Tempests on the high ground are the perfect answer to this sort of push. There's just no, the Tempests are just going to pick you off over time. Inevitable's going to try to unsiege and go home. He says, no, turn around. He's trying to do the Abe Simpson. Goes in, steps in to the bloody strip club, puts his hat on the coat rack, sees his goddamn grandson sitting behind the desk, puts his hat back on, turns around, walks right out, says, I'm sorry, I thought this was the old man, the dentures store. Thought it was the dentures, this is the dentures store. Scarlett says, I know what you came here for, you piece of shit. And Inevitable's like, no, I just looking for the dentures store, please, gonna leave now. She's like, no, you came here for a nice tasty treat of some dirty lasers, didn't you? She's gonna now push across the map. There's not enough stuff that shoots up. Those Tempests are going to pick everything off from afar. Whenever your Vikings come forward, the Stalkers are going to focus them down. Scarlett is here. She's not going to be able to get him before the 10-minute mark, but she is going to be able to finish him off soon. Those siege tanks looking so good when you're defending a ground army, and they look bloody useless in this scenario, don't they? Inevitable. He wants to siege up to deal with the Stalkers. The other units are there. 3, 2, 1, 10 minutes! All right, Inevitable breaking our previous record by a good 30 seconds, making it into the 10-minute mark. I was about to say making it into the 4 digits, but then I realized that everything under an hour is 4 digits and that I can count good. What can I say, guys? In Australia, they teach us maths, not math. So we learn so many numbers, it's hard to remember them. Cyclone doing a bit of a lock on there. The Marauder's going to clean up the Stalkers, but there's just nothing that shoots up, and I've been here before. It's a painful feeling. Thankfully, though, Tempests don't kill buildings that fast. Floated buildings do not count, by the way, as still alive. If they landed, it's okay. Just a reminder to Inevitable, in case he missed the rules earlier on. You can float as much as you want, though. It's just obviously that if everything else is dead, you've only got floated buildings, you are eliminated. That is the rule we came up with at the start, guys, to make it fair, so Terran players didn't automatically just win this challenge, because it's all about how long you can survive, guys. 11, 11, 11, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Marines and Viking there. Tempests are very weak units, but it's actually getting on top of them. That's always the problem. She finds the command center over there. Inevitable trying to get SCVs out. He builds a command center. Oh, very nice. That's going to stop him from getting revealed when everything else dies. He's getting another SCV out there. If he can hide some in the corners, that'll be very effective. She's already scouring the edges of the map. Scarlett has already been scrubbing these maps, map by map, of the corners, trying to get rid of all these little players' cheeky hiding spots. She's been pretty effective at it in most of the maps. Of course, shout out, I think it was Brain Slug, Brain Wormer. I can't remember. That's absolutely not what the name was. The one that played Foxtrot was probably my favorite hiding game, where she didn't find it for a long time. But it seems like Inevitable, that SCV gets caught. It's trying to run around, trying to hide. One of the cleverest ones is if you hide this SCV, she leaves thinking it's all dead. You sneak back along the edge, rebuild the command center here. It'll be the last place she checks. If you guys are ever in a base trade, that's actually one of the best things you can do, is retaking your own base, because once they think they've cleared it out, it's the last place they look. Trust me, try this out. If your opponent's not really good at it, it can work. But it looks like this is going to go down. And command center falling. Ah, she found it. She found it. The SCV's got to make a run for it. The last building's going down. You got to start a building right now. You got to start a building right now. Oh, we didn't start it in time. The SCV was still running. The depot goes down. And 12 minutes, I think 39 is what that looked like. 12:39, an admirable time there for Inevitable